Okay, you want some pump up music or are you ready to go?
No, let's do this.
Okay. So we are here at Blockchain Expert Conference in Airport City, Israel, and I'm joined by Itai Elitsur, who, if you're in the industry already, you probably have heard his name. If not, you've definitely heard about MarketAcross.
Thank you very much.
But rather than doing a poor introduction of a legend, I'm going to let him do it himself.
Please. I'm a big honor to be in the crypto law Joe Rogan show. Yes.
That is a compliment.
Yeah. I had to. So do this briefly. I'm one of the partners and founders of MarketAcross. We're a marketing and PR agency based in Tel Aviv, Israel. Been full-time crypto since 2017. Work with some of the bigger exchanges and protocols out there. Proud supporter of the Israeli community. And Ben Samucho used to work for me 6 years ago.
Wow. You look super young, man. Like
I'm 39.
I can't imagine that you were like a
39.
boss of somebody 6 years ago.
Nah. 39 and still work. I've been in crypto since 2017 and I'm still working. So I did something wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were just talking about that, my partner and I, because we've also been in crypto since 2017. And we were saying how it's so hard to be in an industry where everybody's getting rich like quick and big, and like you're still in the ecosystem. And
Yeah,
you're,
I was rich. I was poor. I was rich again. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
You're helping facilitate everybody getting rich, but like you're still.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, especially both of us as service providers, I don't think it's there anymore because we're at a bit more of an institutional time and there's a double-edged sword to that. But there was a bit of a feeling for years that it was a gold rush and we were selling shovels.
But the guys who were selling shovels made like a shit ton of money. So
Bezrat Hashem.
Bezrat Hashem. So, but you don't only do MarketAcross. You guys have also
we
like
also have a wire company. So we also built a NewsWire. So we're kind of in the business of doing Web 2 or Web 1 businesses in a Web 3 world. So an agency that's very, I would say, old school. And then we developed a NewsWire, which is a very known SaaS product in the PR world. And we saw that there's a gap specifically in the Web 3 world. So we developed a one specific for that niche. And we actually just launched FinanceWire, GamingWire. So we're forking the wire.
Very cool.
To new verticals.
And like MarketAcross itself, right? I know that like in crypto, tackling the marketing aspect has always been like a huge challenge for a lot of companies. Like people build like really cool protocols, but if they don't have users, if they're not able to get their voice out there, like it's not like if you build it, they will come kind of thing. It's really about like if you have the right marketing partner and you build it, then they will come.
So first of all, I love everything you just said. Unfortunately, it's not seen as a fact or even a notion for a lot of entrepreneurs and founders.
Okay.
No one says that if you build it, they will come. So I think there has, and again, you can see that with blockchain, there has been at least a bit of an infrastructure bubble. I think for years, people just kind of like imagine what will happen. But I think that the kind of major challenge, it changes with the years. But let's say in the beginning, we'd have clients that wanted to do marketing, but it didn't even have a call to action because there's nothing to do. There's nothing to sign up for. It's, I don't know, join the revolution or whatever, it's buy my token, et cetera, et cetera. These are protocols pre-dApps even existing almost.
Yes.
So I think it took time to define what is even a user, even though we're not in the user acquisition space, but still you have to, understand that. Then it became like a user is an investor and there's a like IDO stage and you just want to get people early on invested in your token, and that kind of exploded a bit. And then it became these like airdroppers, which is we're going to incentivize people to even use our product so we can say we have users, and then these people will then dump our token. I think the industry is changing all the time. I do think that we historically are a bit more on the upper level of awareness. I wouldn't say maybe B2B part of it, but it's more about defining who you are and what's the main message and how do you get there in your digital footprint. We never really went full Degen. I never really changed my picture to a profile. I'm not saying that derogatory ones.
No, but you guys work with like all the big names in crypto. Do you also get like the small time startups?
Well, of course. By the way, we've been working with Binance for years. I use the name in a lot of places. Binance is by far not my most profitable client.
No, but like the fact that like you're a go-to solution for all these big names definitely says something.
Yeah. But I always say, like when I do my pitch or whatever, and people are like, oh, big names. I say, look, there's also a bunch of names I'll never put on the website because you'll never work with me. Because it has to do with any person who's been working with crypto since 2017.
Yeah.
I do think that we have a pretty good batting average looking at the industry itself. And yeah, we've worked with a lot of very small companies and growing. And also with Chainwire itself, it's a SaaS tool that you can start as a few $100s to start. So we try to bring solutions to every point of company in the life cycle.
So you mentioned like how old you are, and you're incredibly young, having been doing this for quite a long time. How'd you fall into like the rabbit hole?
Sure. I'm going to be very open and transparent. So there's two ways. My first interaction with digital assets was actually when I was living in New York a long time ago doing my master's. And I wanted to buy tickets to Burning Man and some party treats. And that's how the person I was talking to wanted to get Bitcoin. And I literally, that's how I got into Bitcoin.
Where do I get that?
Yeah, I literally bought Bitcoin, and I don't even know how much the Bitcoin is worth now that I bought. It was just insane amount. And that's how I knew about Bitcoin. Didn't really stick onto it, but then around 2017, to be honest, around all the ICOs happening, my partners Nadav and Elad are very early investors in crypto, and we just saw a big need, and also eToro, a very big Israeli company, one of our largest clients at the time. So yeah, to be honest, I came in through the vendor. I saw 2017 a bunch of companies saying,
I love all these people who like tweet on X like the joint that I bought in like 2014 that would have been worth like $1.5 billion.
Yeah, I don't know that, but it was still fucking stupid money. I'm sure. I don't know if I can say fuck here.
You can say fuck. Oh, it's okay. Wow, very cool. Okay, and like you live here in Israel, but you work with a global ecosystem.
Yes.
If you can give me like just a few words, what your insights are into the local ecosystem here in Israel, just because we're here right now.
I think that the local ecosystem in Israel has well, first of all, is hedged in general at some situation by Israel's general reputation. Not as much, but there is a certain hedge there, and we can't not take that into consideration. I'm not going to go into politics now. I do think that it had a bit of a bad reputation in the first ICO round of years. And again, I didn't check the batting averages. I don't know if we as a geolocation perform better or worse than others.
Okay.
But I think that we're very good in hype creation. I think we're very good at building initial things. Israelis historically are very good from, I would say, 1 to 10. And then I don't know, but the 10 to 100. But you see the eToros, the Fireblocks, the Starkwares or whatever. So you've seen those solidifying themselves. You're seeing cool, SaaS startups coming in on a smaller route. So
and MarketAcross.
Yeah, MarketAcross. I think we're doing well. Again, we're on the services side. So I think that we could be considered an OG in the space. Unfortunately, I never did a token. I don't have a big protocol. I don't have tens of millions of sovereign wealth funds, whatever.
The springboard and the infrastructure.
Yeah, but I think the SaaS B2B side of blockchain and crypto will have a longer term success for the Israeli industry than the projects side, which had a few, but I don't think that any blue chip Israeli tokenized company exists.
And if they do, then they're trying very hard not to be Israeli.
No, actually, I don't know. There's a few very still, I think, successful token or protocols that have, I would say, foundations or development companies based in Israel, and some of them are very big and proud of their Israeliness. Look at Koti, look at SSV, look at a bunch of other companies. So Orbs. So yeah.
Okay. Couple weeks from now is going to be Korea Blockchain Week. I know that you guys are always like super involved.
Yeah, we run the PR for Korea Blockchain Week. I think the 4th or 5th year in a row. Work very closely with that ecosystem. It's a fun place. It's weird. It's also transitioned. It's been a lot more. It used to be a very retail place. Korea, Upbit and Bitum were kind of the exit strategies for all the L1s and L2s in the space. I think now it's being seen a bit more as an institutional place. So it's going to be interesting. And for me, Korea is a great. I try to minimize my travel a bit. I don't do the tour anymore. So I choose like one Europe a year.
You're getting old.
One Asia a year. So I'm going to do Korea first of all for the involvement, and also for me, Token 24/9 is a bit too big, and it's also on Yom Kippur this year. It's like literally smack on Yom Kippur. So yeah,
it's actually my favorite conference. But I wrote to them. They asked us if we were going to sponsor again this year. I said Yom Kippur, come on.
Yeah,
and that's
literally the only day the Jews don't work, guys.
They sent me an apology email saying we're sorry, we didn't realize next year will not be.
Yalla. All right, I have to go.
Right, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much,
man.
Thank you for doing the good work.